Thoroughbred in Kennesaw right now, over not too far from Kennesaw State. So yeah, I'm over here updating, actually following up with folks that I met last week at the Georgia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce event. They call them coffees, or in Spanish, cafecitos. So, so I met a few folks, and I actually collected some business cards. But now I think, well, in the morning I did some work, visited some customers, and now this afternoon I'm going to do some the proverbial administration work. So I'm going to reach out to the folks, send them an email, get them on the phone, things of that sort. So hope you guys doing well. Let me see if I could go on, log on to the live stream and see if I can actually chat with you guys here. Because last time I tried to chat with you guys, for whatever reason, I couldn't do it through the actual device here, the phone. So let's see here. There we go. All right, and make sure that I don't have this guy connected. All right, so I should be connected over here with my headphones. Yeah, I can see you guys are good to go. Well, let me know where you guys are watching me from. I'll put it in the chat. I'm seeing here. All right. Let's see if I have any comments. All right, I see some folks already checking us out. Hey, and I want to definitely thank everyone that's supported my channel. I know for the most part we've had some great activity, and most recently I saw that I had over, gosh, on one channel, 1 million views, which is fantastic. I appreciate that. Now, many of you guys might know this, but folks that don't know, my name is Marchello. I provide recycling and waste services for companies right here in Metro Atlanta. I specialize in working with industrial and manufacturing companies. But if you are a local company or an individual that owns several franchises in Metro Atlanta, I'm happy to work with you. So if you want to, for me to give you a proposal, because you may want to go with a more cost-efficient option, we could definitely discuss to see if it could be a good fit. If you want to reduce your carbon footprint, I could be an individual as well for you. And then lastly, if you're having some challenges with your current waste vendor when it pertains to service, we could definitely make sure that we could align our services and our, I guess, how we route our route to ensure that we can meet your service needs pertaining to like what time you might need to get service. And the reason why I bring that up is that sometimes, or many times, uh, we have some challenges if an area has a noise ordinance. Sometimes some of our customers may want us to pick them up early in the morning, but if they're not too far from a residential area, that's going to be a no-go. So that's one of the biggest factors too. So let me see here. It, oh, curious. Let me know if you have any questions on recycling or waste services. So, for instance, for that matter, yeah, just wondering what kind of services or what kind of materials you can recycle. So, let's say, for instance, cardboard. Not all cardboard can be recycled for that matter. Sometimes, if let's say I use like a pizza card, that if it doesn't have anything on the bottom, it's not soiled, like oil or any food for that matter, then you could recycle it. If it does, just cut out the section that is actually soiled and throw that away, and the rest of the material, the rest of the cardboard that is clean, you could toss it with your recycling material if it's at your home or your business. Also, lastly, be sure to keep your recycling material loose. Don't bag it. Even if it's a clear bag, that definitely provides another hurdle or another layer of friction that the recycler has to go through to rip it apart, and that can be an issue. So if that becomes a factor, sometimes that's considered the material could be contaminated. So all right, let me take a look at it. Mind you, I'm looking at a few of the business cards that I collected for the folks that I met at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And one person that stood out that reminded me of her name was Yvette Martin. Shout out to her. Uh, I, you can never forget her name because she said, "Yeah, my name is Yvette, just like a Corvette." That's such a catchy way to remember. So I love it. So let me know what part of the world you're watching me from. Also, if you have any waste and recycling needs. Also, curious to know what what are the things that you're seeing out there. Now we could just speak candidly. It could be anything. If you want to chat about uh, if your team is going to make it, if the team is going to have a good roster for the football season coming in, let me know. Mind you, this is office hours. I'm just doing work. I'm just relaxing for that matter. Like I said, I'm taking the business cards that I've met from a networking event, and I'm following up with them now. But we can have a casual conversation. So let me know. Uh, but obviously, as I mentioned before, my focus is waste and recycling. So, and the reason why I'm jumping on here is that I've had individuals reach out to me directly and say, "Hey, Marcello, love to get to know you on a personal level. Let me know a little bit more about you. Let's just chat." Mind you, one thing to consider if you are a company that need help, you more than welcome to reach out to me directly. I'm more than happy to help you out. All right, let's see here. All right, so we have 7 folks watching us now. Let me know where you're watching us from. I'm right now. I'm in Kennesaw, Georgia, hanging out at a Panera Bread. Listen, if you in Metro Atlanta, right, and you're looking for me, chances are just try to look up on your GPS for the local Panera Bread. I'm probably only a few miles away. I love this place. The folks that work here are great. They have obviously the food's good, and it's always a nice environment. All right, I'm just updating. If you're tuning in now, I'm actually updating with folks that I met at the Georgia networking event last week. So I'm actually sending emails and reaching out to them and this is what I'm considered office hours for that matter. Thank you very much for your support as well, and thank you very much for all the engagement that I've been receiving on the posts that I've been putting up here on LinkedIn and also on YouTube for that matter. So. And if you're here, let me know where you are watching me from. I appreciate your support. And let me see if I can actually see any comments. I'm logging in. All right, put there and see if it comes up on my end. Oh, look, see, I see the comment on my end. Okay, all right. So that's how it comes up. So if someone comments, it'll come up on the screen. All right, fair enough. Yeah, let me know where you watching me from, and you can see the comments. I just did one right now. So, and also if you are an individual that works for a company or you have a business, if you have any questions about recycling, waste, uh, equipment, compactors, for that matter, I'm here. One thing is, if we're not connected already on LinkedIn, I highly encourage you to do that. I offer an hour. I call it the Sustainability Power Hour. Really, it didn't take much for me to come up with that title. But yeah, you can go on my profile on LinkedIn, and it's right dead center when you scroll down, and you click it. You can schedule an hour to chat with me if you have any challenges or any questions in regards to waste and recycling management. Now, outside of that, just regular trash service, I offer ways how to drive waste reduction within your organization. Also, I find ways to take waste and convert it into energy as well. So if you want to go zero landfill, I can help you with that as well. And then also if you need composting, I could definitely help you. And then lastly, water waste treatment. So the reason I bring that up, I have a customer in Metro Atlanta. The situation is quite unique. Uh, Bottom line, they want to recover the gold that is in their water waste. So, so it runs the gamut. I could be talking to someone that owns a burger restaurant, or it could be someone that works at a industrial park, and then lastly, a manufacturing facility that actually wants to recover the gold out of their waste. In this case, water waste. Isn't that remarkable? How you could look at waste in so many different ways is incredible. So, let's see here. All right. I'm almost finished following up with my folks that I met. What I ended up doing was I put all the email addresses in one section. I'm going to use a mail merge and very straightforward message. I met you. I love for us to continue the conversation, and and click send. All right. Yeah. So I put it. Yeah, there you go. Let me know where you're watching me from. Yeah. I've been considering to do the live like this. I read from the device because a lot of the different, let's say, the YouTube uh, subject matter experts have suggested that doing this kind of engagement or going live, the YouTube gods, for that matter, push it out to more folks. So that's why I said, this allows me to be reintroduced to individuals that are already connected with me on YouTube. And sometimes, some of the content that I put out may not be for everybody, right? Because my area is waste and recycling, and it's pretty broad for that matter. Now, if you're watching me, I want to share if you just joined on, I want to let you know that I've jumped on this live stream because I'm doing my office hours, and I met some folks last week at the Georgia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I'm actually following up with folks via email, via phone, via text. So I'm having you join me in my space as I do this. So thank you very much for joining me here today. Let me know where you're watching me from, and if you have any waste or recycling questions, for that matter, it could be literally anything. Or if you know someone that needs my help, I highly encourage you to invite them to watch the live stream or send a link to my channel so we can connect. All right, guys. Again, my name is Marchello Arcele. I'm a waste stream analyst out of Atlanta, Georgia, Metro Atlanta. I provide recycling and waste services for companies anywhere from franchises, an industrial or manufacturing site, even logistical, like those office parks. And then lastly, if you're a company that manufactures, for that matter, I could be a great resource for you. Meaning that rather than me just coming in and providing you A, B, and C option, I like to sit down and understand how the waste is produced. Understand, probably even pose a question, pie in the sky. Man, my driver's calling me. Ain't that something? Look, take a look at Dwight, my driver. Hold on a second there. Hey, what's going on, Dwight? Hey, what's going on, sir? How are you doing? Yeah, no, no. I mean, it's fine that is over there. It's just that I was wondering. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said, and you see, I sent you the photograph. No, no, no. Yeah, so that's what I was wondering because it's been there for several weeks, and I was just curious about that. Yeah, no, no. I know sometimes that happens. So. It's a 30 yard. Yeah, you can take it. You know exactly where it is. Yeah. Just the compactor. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you already know. So you said it's been there for several weeks. Hey, do me a favor. Let me follow up with you later on. I'm actually on another call, and I'll chat with you. Thanks. Bye. The funny thing is, it connected on the call on the phone here. So interesting enough, one of my drivers, I reached out to him because I was at a location and I saw a container that I didn't expect to be there, so I was reaching out to see if that was, if he knew anything about that. So the reason I bring that up is that, as you could tell, I have a great relationship with our internal customers, as anywhere between our drivers and also our administrative staff, our staff, our dispatchers for that matter, and obviously our leadership as well. But the key thing is having that relationship with your internal customer goes a long way. Now, the reason why I bring that up is that when you're selecting your next waste vendor, you got to consider that too. If you're like an individual like myself, I'll help you set up the services. However, if that individual doesn't have a holistic relationship with the internal team, that could be a deal breaker, because ultimately what happens is, or what I've seen in other organizations that the customer has shared with me, so that's what I want to qualify that, is that when they reached out to their representative, all they either told them is call customer service, or some of them actually felt that they were misleading just based on their feelings, or at the end of the day, they felt that their representatives' hands were tied. So at the end of the day, I guess the best way to put it is that I feel like I'm here to advocate in your behalf. Obviously, I work for an organization, right? However, we have a relationship, and my goal is to make sure that you're successful. So if there's anything I could do, I'll reach out to my internal team. I'll send them an email. I'll team up with my leadership to see if they could put some influence, for that matter, to get things done sooner than normal. So at the end of the day, please consider me as a resource. And even though I provide waste and recycling services here in Metro Atlanta, outside of that, you'd be surprised who I know. So if you need someone to do staffing, if you're looking for a new place to relocate your business, guess what? I'm that guy that knows a guy. So I definitely want to share that with you. I want to thank everyone that's tuned in so far to on my office hours as I'm following up. If you just jumped in, I'm actually using this as my office hours, and I'm reaching out to folks that I reached out and connected with last week at a Georgia Hispanic Chamber conference. I can't speak, conference. And it was an opportunity to network with other individuals. So now I'm actually taking this time as, I guess, office hours or admin to reach out to them directly, reconnect, and see if there's an opportunity for us to uh, find a way for us to have a mutually beneficial friendship. So obviously, they're a business, and I'll find a way to either identify individuals that they might be able to do business, and they could also understand my ideal customer as well. So that's what I'm doing at this point. So I decided, let me just put my camera on and let you in. I guess pull back the curtain and let you know what I'm doing. So let me take a look here. Let me see if I can actually reach out to this young lady. Yeah, and the interesting part about this is that as I look back at the business cards that I have here, I met, there was a director of hospitality and Hispanic outreach for a church in Metro Atlanta. I met with that person. I met with an individual that does, he's an account representative at a state farm. Obviously, I met Yvette, which she owns a place that sells barbecue. I also met an individual that sells like marketing and trending information. Like say, for instance, their ideal customer is a portion is the HR person. So they'll work with them directly and create promotional material for different companies. I also met a designer, beautiful business card, and she does interior design. And she came to the United States about a year ago, she mentioned, and she's working on developing her clientele. So great style, great vibe. Definitely recommend her. If you need a interior designer for your business, let me know. I'll get you connected with her. Also met a young lady that she provides staffing services. I mean, you name it. I met quite a bit of folks here. And then lastly, I met this folks. These are the people that were doing the catering at the event. So it was a good mix of folks from all different industries. So that's what makes a difference. You start thinking, well, this is what I'm. This is, and I guess I'll wrap up with this point. I think about sometimes when I meet individuals and they say, well, Marcello, you're in the waste business. I don't do business with a waste company, or I don't have an interest to cultivate a relationship with someone that works in the waste industry. I usually pause when I hear that. And I think, try to think outside the box. Think about how you can impact someone's life. I know that's a bit much, but consider me. Just bear with me for a moment. I feel that I'm in the people business. I'm all about finding ways how to impact someone. I try to leave someone better than how I met them. Does that make sense? So you'd be surprised who I know. So if you can understand what it takes for them, how they get their business, and even if you can't help them directly with the services you provide, who knows? You might be able to make an introduction to someone else. Like for instance, like this person here that works at State Farm, this company over here might need a State Farm representative. And given that I understand who he wants to work with, then I can actually make an introduction and it's mutually beneficial. Does it make sense? It's so much better that way. That's my thought. So, again, my name is Marcello Arcele. I'm a waste and recycling sustainability analyst here in Metro Atlanta. So, if you need help with your waste and recycling services, please reach out to me directly. I decided to jump on this office hours as I follow up with folks that I met at a networking event, and I decided to, have you come along on the ride, and so you can see, and hopefully if you have any questions you can share that here as well. So I want to thank everyone that's watching me here live. This is fantastic. I mean, I'm the engagement that I have here on YouTube is leaps and bounds, and thank you for everyone that subscribes to my channel. And I've seen incredible growth on my channel. I'm more than happy to share what I've seen, the things that I've done, with individuals here that could find that beneficial. So please reach out to me. It's a community, correct? So let me know how it can be of service. What I'm going to do now at this point, given it's about 22 minutes, and I guess you guys are. It says the chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect. Interesting. Um, if it sounds like you might be a little bit shy. You may not want to share your comments, and that's perfectly okay. I mean, I appreciate you joining and watching the video. That means a lot to me. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Marcello Arcele. I'm your friendly waste stream analyst right here out of Metro Atlanta. If you need to reach me directly, my number is 678-683-9136. I want to thank you very much for tuning in on this live stream as this is my office hours, and I'm updating the people that I've met at a networking event. I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for your support. Chances are I'll take this video and repurpose it and share it on LinkedIn. So thank you very much also for folks that are LinkedIn that's watching this video as well. So take care. Tenga buen día. Adiós. Bye, guys.